Okay, this is my second video, but right now I'm gonna discuss something different outside of the incident that happened like over a year ago. I want to talk about racism in the black community because no matter what people say, it does exist. I'm gonna use myself as an example. At around 15 years old, I started listening to groups like Dead Prez, and this is the predominant group. This group, Dead Prez, um, they said a lot of harsh things about white people and the music, a lot of harsh things, and they never really separated uh, the white cultures from each other. Just like black people have a culture, we also have a subculture. All black people do not fit within the same culture. We do not fit within the same personality, mentality, spirituality. And with their music, they never said certain type of white people. They just said white people. And uh, I really don't remember too many lyrics. I just remember them saying white man a lot, or maybe a few times, maybe even a couple times in the music. But really, with that music, it made me like have a bad outlook on white people. When I was at a very young age, I was only 15, and I don't think that's right because to me, that type of music is creating racism, and nobody wants to change. Well, I don't know if nobody wants to change, but this is just what I noticed, and hopefully people do change. And I don't see those guys making any more music, not on a commercial, not commercially wise, but I'm kind of glad that they're not, because it was making the black community even more negative, and these guys actually thought they were making a change, but they were not. They were creating racism. And with the music they was creating, it was giving the okay to have racism. If you listen to a few of their songs, um, I forgot. They have a yeah, Get Free or Die Trying. You can check out that album and listen to a few tracks on your own. They have a track that's called The Animal and Man or something like that. This is the animal. This is the animal and man. This is the animal and you come true. And I'm not gonna speak about the representations of that music, but so far as I know, um, I listened to that music from 15 years old to 17, and I noticed that my hostility grew against white people. It grew against them, and I really didn't know until I was in a situation with a young white lady, Caucasian lady that oversaw a program that I was in, and I was so hostile with her. And oh, I was defensive because I was actually listening. My video cut off. I was actually listening to their press out loud. I wasn't 17. I was 23, I think, and I just started back listening to it because I stopped listening to it between 18 and 23, 22, and then I started back. I was listening to it out loud on the computer that was in the resource room of the place that the lady was actually at, working in, and they were saying a lot of negative connotations towards white people, and I was being culturally insensitive because I wasn't thinking, oh, it's gonna offend her. So when she asked me to turn it down, I got offended. Like, what, you got a problem with black people music or something? I got offended, and I didn't really think then, maybe a tiny bit, because I was so angry. But I didn't think then, maybe I was affecting someone who didn't deserve it. Maybe she is one of the white people that do not think that we're less than human, subhuman, or we don't deserve certain things. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked that lady like that. It wasn't right. But I didn't think about that then. But now that I actually think about it, I believe that it was the music that I was listening to that put it in my mind that most white that excuse me, most white people are out for me. They don't respect me. They don't like me. They only tell me to turn down my music because they hate my culture. It turned out that actually this lady actually worked at this time. I don't know if she does. She works for the Lupe Fiasco Foundation, and she works with African American kids all the time, and she even knows Lupe Fiasco. She loves his music. Like, she brought his whole every album that she owned of his to the place she worked at and let me listen to some of it. And she shared her background in hip hop and how she loved Run DMC, and she just loved it. And she was so happy, she was excited, she had a smile on her face that like it never left her face until after we spoke. So that's just my experience with racism and prejudice in the black community. And I think it's a lie when people say, oh well, we can't be this way and it's not us. It is us, because we're even attacking people who accept us. We're not even giving them a chance to get to know us. We're not even trying to get to know them. We're just attacking them. We're being angry and on edge. We have some some black people who are the opposite. They're over trusting of people who they don't know well, and that um, even a few times I was called out I was called out in public by a black guy. He was defending these white people. It was on the train, but before he got on the train, they were saying nasty things to me, racist things to me. But since, I don't know, for some reason, black women are depicted as the nasty ones in society. We want to be the most rudest, most foul-mouthed, even if people have not even witnessed us being that way. We're just looked at like that. And I understand why, because some, like, most, well, I think the main type of black people who are encountered are the black urban people. Your typical stereotypical urban person in the black community. Like, that sounds bad to say that, maybe, but it's honest, it's the truth. So I'm just gonna wrap up this video, and that's all I have to say for now. So until next time, you guys.